All right, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? David Adam Kurz here at the Monday morning kickoff. I said Friday. Wow. All right, so we do this. Why do we do this? Because we love Mondays. I'm refreshing our YouTube pages just to make sure that we are going live right now. We are live on two different YouTube pages, so we want to make sure that we're live and that everybody's capable of seeing us. So give us a standby here real quick. We should be live on both now. Mike, give me a thumbs up if we're live on the one you're monitoring. Awesome. All right. We're not live on the one that I'm monitoring. There we go. All right. We're officially live all over YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is David Adam Kurz. I'm the founder of the Freedom Organization. We're a coaching and consulting company. And every single Monday at 8:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, we bring you our Monday morning kickoff. And the purpose of the Monday morning kickoff is for us to get together with you guys and listen, get you pumped up and ready and focused for the rest of the week. I know how hard Monday can be for some folks, right? We come on here every Monday and we absolutely love Mondays, right? Because Mondays is the definition of new opportunity, right? Like, look, let's reframe it. Every morning you get up, it's the definition of a new opportunity, right? But Mondays is usually the beginning of the week. Kids are starting school again. Things are getting in motion, families getting into a rhythm again. If you have a spouse or a partner that is a full timer and they have to go to work, they're getting into a rhythm again. So you as an entrepreneur, which many of you that watch this channel, you're an entrepreneur, you're an entrepreneur, you're somebody pushing and striving for the next level. Mondays could be a little bit tough. So we wake up in the morning, we go, hey, we absolutely love Monday. And we come to you live every single Monday, 8:30 in the morning. Now, if this is the first time that you're watching this channel, we go live on this Monday and we do it for about 15 minutes. So it's not a crazy, long, stressed out thing. You can turn it on in the background. You can listen in. We encourage you to make comments on our YouTube channel. And of course, we encourage you to subscribe so that you can get notifications when we're doing things and when we're out here bringing you content and videos and all the stuff that we do. Like I said, we're live on a couple different YouTube channels, but our main YouTube channel, which is my YouTube channel, has over 1,000 videos in it. So plenty of content to absorb and enjoy and check out as much as you want. Guest on here with me today is my wife, Jen Kurz, who's the Chief Operating Officer of our Freedom Organization Coaching Consulting Company. What's up, Jen?
Hey, what's up? Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. And I think we might be expecting a couple more people, right? But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So just all our listeners can listen in and understand the format of this. Typically what we do is we have a group of leaders that we connect with on a consistent basis, and we just invite them. If they come, they come. If they don't, they don't. It's fine. But sometimes when they come, it's a beautiful thing because when they show up, it's because they got something on their chest they want to get out to the world, and usually ends up being a really fantastic show. So what's up, Jen?
Not much. Excited it's Monday. I feel like the weekend was great. There was a lot of resting, and at the same
time, was.
Kind of dwindling my thumbs like this, trying to figure out what to do. So I'm excited.
So Jen, just so some of you guys know, Jen doesn't know how to rest. And a lot of people believe that I don't know how to rest, but Jen is worse. Okay. I actually know how to shut down, watch a couple shows on Netflix, take a chill pill, read a book, go outside in the pool for a minute, like whatever it is. And Jen doesn't know how to do any of that stuff. She gets frustrated. She wants Monday to come faster, and I just tell her to slow down because we got life to live, right?
It's not all the time. It's just, I think it's more the thought process of what's next, and being prepared for it. And for me, being prepared, it's so important.
Truth. All right. So I'm going to go over a couple things, so ideally every Monday we get in here, we encourage you guys, those of you out there listening to us, to do better, do more, get consistent, get strategized, focus on a plan. Understanding that if you just do the basic foundational work, you're going to succeed at a certain level, right? Now I always call it the basic foundational work. I got to find another phrase for this because I hate using the word basic because I think basic really tends to knock it down for how important the foundational work is. But in the big scheme of things, it is the fucking basics, right? Like it's the stuff you're supposed to do every day, like make your calls, lead generate, pick up the phone, send text messages, send direct messages on social media, send emails, do all that stuff that's necessary to win and succeed, right? And so ideally, we always say to everybody, we come out here on Monday and we say, listen, guys, you gotta really get massively focused this week. I'm gonna challenge you guys. And last week, I think I made a challenge, didn't I? Last week, I challenged everybody like, hey, put 100 hours in, right? Make 100 phone calls. Make 100 phone calls this week. 20 a day times 5 days. That's 100 phone calls. Make 100 phone calls this week. See what happens. See what happens, right? Now, if you were listening in last week and you completed that challenge, dude, I would love to know what happened. Like, send me a private DM on Instagram. It's David Adam Kurz on Instagram. And let me know what happened, because I'd be super interested to know how successful you became with that, right? I'm going to go ahead and put this up here on the bottom. There's a stream that says everythingdavidkurz.com. That's a link that you could get to all my social media platforms. So if you're not following me on Instagram or anywhere else and you want to send me a direct message, just hit everythingdavidkurz.com. And so today I was really thinking about how do we take it to the next step, right? And so I was thinking about something. I was thinking about passion. A lot of people start to lose the fizzle for what they consider to be the passion when things tend to get rough. Mm-hmm. Right. And I think it's a mindset thing, Jen. I think you're super hyper passionate about working in real estate, and then real estate gets hard. And then because you don't want to do the actual work required to sell real estate in a harder market, you give yourself an excuse by saying, I'm just not passionate about this anymore.
Yeah, I think people just really back out in those situations, and it's fear. It's at the beginning you have the passion, but it's an uninformed passion. I was just listening to something like this. So you're super excited and you're optimistic because you're not informed 100% of what the whole process is. And then when you get informed and you see that it's difficult, then you start backing out and you start the process all over, different thing, not realizing that everything you do when it comes to entrepreneurship or a business that generates you a lot of income, it's going to be difficult. So you have to get past that and then make these hard moments become very simple and insignificant moments, because once you start reaching bigger levels or growing, then these are small things that you already went through and you dealt with, and you have to go through that process in every single choice or passion that you choose to have.
So how do you all right, so great question, because or great comment. You said you have to just continue to do what you need to do to get through the tough moments so that you come out the other side of the tunnel and realize that this was still a lot of fun, right? And you can still do the job, and the market is going to get good again sometime, right? And then when the market gets good again, because you did all the work necessary during the tough times, you're gonna be a fucking rock star when the market's good again.
Yeah, I mean, I think looking at the market as when it's good and when it's bad, it almost puts you at a disadvantage. Mm-hmm. And the reason why I say that is because the market is always good. The market always has something that's moving. Yes, could there be something detrimental that could happen similar to 2008? Yeah, yes, but that's not what we're facing right now. The market is always moving. Who's the person who's not moving is you. And I think in every business you have to pivot. You have to figure out what is working and aim at that. And even if it's something you've never done before, you can't keep doing the same things over and over, right? The definition of insanity, right? You can't keep doing the same thing over and over and again, expecting different results. So yes, it gave you results for a certain period of time, but if you keep doing that and the market shifted, it's not going to work the same way. So now you have to pivot and figure out what is the need in the market at that moment, and you have to get in that need.
Yes. Agreed.
You know,
Agreed.
it's
Yes.
just, it's important to remove, I think in my mind, the thought process of the market is bad.
Yes. Yes. All right. So I'm going to shoot a couple good mornings out to Carlos, Gail, Tanya, Marlene, Sylvania. Good morning, everybody. It's very exciting to see the folks jumping in right now. Let's go back to this passion thing because I had a thought that I wanted to process, and I think I'm going to send a mass email about this morning. And the thought process was, a lot of people tell you to work on the things that you're passionate about. Like they say, there's a saying, you've heard this saying before. The saying is, if you do what you're passionate about, you'll never work a day in your life. I disagree. I think it's bullshit. I think if you do what you're passionate about, it will turn into work.
Yeah.
Right? Like if I'm passionate about building furniture, okay? And on my weekends and my time off, I go to the garage and I tinker with my, tools, and I make wood pieces, and like I bring them in the house and surprise my wife with some wood pieces. And look, I made this chest or this 10-foot table. I don't know. And we talk, you tinker around and you're having fun because you're passionate about it, or maybe you're hyper passionate about it. And you like really every Saturday and Sunday you're in there and you're working and creating stuff and having fun with it. But on Monday morning, you get back to grind on a job, right? That's a passion. But when you wake up one morning, you go, you know what? I'm really good at this furniture building thing. I'm going to quit my 9 to 5 and I'm going to do this for a living. Well, the passion then becomes work, because now it's a requirement for you to sell those pieces in order to pay your mortgage. And so you take something that you loved doing as a hobby for fun that you were passionate about, and you turned it into sales, marketing, emails, phone calls, vendors, events, shows. It becomes work.
Well,
Right?
I mean, if you just do it for the passion, then
Right.
you're
But here's the thing, though. You're
you
doing this passion,
yeah.
and then you got to go learn a new skill, and that new skill is sales, marketing, everything else, blah, 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 right? And then so what happens when it gets tough? You're not feeling so great about that passion anymore.
Yeah.
Right? You're not feeling so great about that passion anymore. But here's the crazy part, though. Here's the crazy part. Although I said this is bullshit in the beginning, if you do the basic necessary steps to grow that business, you'll come out the other side.
Yeah.
When you come out the other side, what happens? Well, you built a good business based on a passion. Believe it or not, it may not even be your passion anymore, but you created an industry, created a business.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the point I was going to make right now was specifically you start with it as a passion, something that you do. But if you want to do this and make more money, you have to scale, you have to grow, which essentially turns into work, and into a business, and having to manage other people, et cetera, et cetera. And in bringing other people, whether it is a customer base or staff base, you're going to have challenges because now you're dealing with different personalities, different things, different needs, different wants, different timing, different deadlines, et cetera, and expectations. And therefore, that's where the tough part comes in, and where you shouldn't, you shouldn't fall apart at that moment. You should buckle up and get into it a little, lean into it a little harder so that you can do better. And like David said, if your business, your passion, yes, it'll turn into work, but then it becomes successful. Now you have something that you created based on the passion that you love. And so
So let's go this way, right? What if? Because we got folks listening today, and they're going, "All right, cool, Dave. I get it, right? I get it. I'm not crazy hyper passionate about what I do right now. Whatever it is that you do. Most of you that pay attention to us are in the real estate world, but I'm not crazy passionate about what I'm doing right now. What if we flipped it around? If you've already created business and you already have foundational work in it, and you already have a book of business, and people are already looking to you for a product that pays your rent, your mortgage, your car, your lifestyle, your everything, right? Puts food in your belly and in your kids' belly. Why not create a passion in the things that you work on? Because passions can be created. You're not born with these things, right? It's not like you're from birth, you like to woodwork, right? Like you create these passions. So what if this week, right? Because we're going to give challenges out, right? What if this week, while you're making your 100 calls, and while you're reaching out to people, and while you're attempting to do this fabulous job that you have, this mission that you're on, this career that you chose, this entrepreneurial spirit that you have, why not find the thing in that you could be ultimately passionate about, and then start having fun again?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, you have to find what's missing or what's really going to ignite your fire again, within what you're doing that's already successful, and sometimes it takes delegating to be able to scale in the area that you are most passionate about. If you like to talk to people and go network, then you can't be behind a computer, and therefore, delegate that to somebody else. Will you make less money, or would it appear like you're making less money potentially because you're promising an income to somebody else? But there is nothing more motivating than knowing that you have to make sure that you can pay those individuals.
Yeah.
And into that, really in the conversation and in networking is where you're going to get the most business. So in reality, you're just offsetting so that you can create more of you.
I'm excited about today's conversation, Jen. Thank you for joining me this morning and every other morning that you come on here when you're available. And I'm excited because oftentimes we come in here and we tell folks, do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, do that. Today, I'm asking you to reach down deep inside. It's Monday morning, baby. You got all week to find success, right? Like literally, like you have the time. Look, time is short on this planet. I was reading a story yesterday, and in the story it said the average person only gets to enjoy 80 summers. I want you to think about how impactful that is. 80 is not a lot, ladies and gentlemen. 80 summers, okay? And I thought to myself, wow, we really don't have a lot of time on this planet. I have enjoyed 48 summers. You understand what I'm saying? Like, according to that statistic, I'm over halfway done with my summer enjoyment.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right? And when we think about it in that sense, we realize that we need to stop wasting time on things. We need to stop wasting time on certain things, and those things are doing things you don't want to do. My opinion. If you're doing something today that you don't want to do, stop, go do something you want to do. Okay. And look, I'm going to say something, dare I say it. But when you coach with us, we're going to push you into working out and into waking up early, and we're going to push you into certain things. And the reason that we push you into those things is because we want you to get more out of life, because maybe working out the entire time gives you 85 summers or 92 summers, right? And so those things matter. But there will be people that will say, don't watch TV, take the TVs off your walls and read books and things of that nature. And I go, why? I like TV, right? Like after I work a long ass day and my brain is mush at the end of the day from the 7 million things that went through it, I don't mind turning on the TV and watching a movie, right? I don't mind turning on the TV. Like last night, I turned on the TV and watched some movie that I knew from like 2018, 19 that had some great fight scenes, because that's the shit that I like, right? So do the things
a rewarding moment for every day.
Yeah. And I'm like, so do the things that you like, whatever it is that you're doing out there. Find the passion in what you're doing and realize why you started to do it in the beginning, why you started in the first place. Take a moment this week, look at the things that you do and find your passion, both in life and business, right? Find your passion, get excited about it, get pumped about it, because time is limited. And I don't want any of us to lay on that deathbed going, you regret every past summer that you didn't do something you enjoyed doing. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're out. We went like 5 minutes over our time, but we're having a great conversation. Jen, thanks for joining me this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching this show and you're still on, man, I really appreciate you. We do this every single Monday morning, right? Monday Freedom Kickoff. We do this every Monday morning at 8:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. If you are not registered, you can register at freedommondayKickoff.com. freedommondayKickoff.com. If you want to learn more about the things that we do, go to everythingdavidkurs.com. And on everythingdavidkurs.com, you will learn about the 3 books I've written. You will learn about our academy. That's $47 for you to access over 300 training and coaching videos and get to communicate with our coaching community. You'll learn about our 90-day Freedom Achiever Method program. You'll learn about our one-on-one coaching programs. You'll learn about the other businesses that we're involved in, such as real estate and listing power tools, LPT, New World Title, and the things that we do on a regular basis and the businesses that we're invested in and consistently growing. We want to learn, or we want to meet you if you want to learn more about it. Thanks, Jen, for joining me.
Of course, you're welcome. I hope everybody has a great day.
All right. See you guys soon.